Welcome back to RF Coins, the channel where old coins turn into real money and pocket change becomes hidden treasure. Today we are talking about a small coin with a big secret, a coin that millions of people have touched but very few have ever truly understood, the Liberty 1981 D 1-cent coin. This is not just a penny. This is history, art, metal, and money all in one. Many people still carry this coin without knowing that certain rare versions can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some record sales have reached as high as $898.979 for perfect and error examples, and today you will discover why this penny has become one of the most searched and collected modern Lincoln cents in the market. The year 1981 was a turning point for American coinage. It was the end of an era, a time when the United States was about to change the metal composition of the penny forever. Until 1982, pennies were mostly made of real copper, and the 1981 D Lincoln cent is one of the last true copper pennies ever struck for circulation. This means the coin is not only a piece of history, but also a piece of real metal value that no longer exists in modern coins. Each 1981 D penny contains about 95% copper, and copper itself continues to rise in value every year. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small d mint mark below the date. Over 700 million of these coins were produced, but do not let that number fool you. Out of all those millions, only a very small number survived in perfect condition, and even fewer contain the rare errors that collectors desperately search for. Most of these pennies were spent, damaged, scratched, or lost, making high-grade and error coins extremely rare today. The design of the 1981 D penny features Abraham Lincoln on the front, created by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln faces right, with the word liberty to the left and in God we trust above his head. The date 1981 sits below, with the Denver D mint mark just under the numbers. On the back, you will find the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing freedom, unity, and national pride. Above it are the words United States of America, and below it the words 1 cent. What makes the 1981 D penny so special is not just its age, but its varieties and errors. Some coins were struck with double dies, where the letters and numbers appear doubled. Some have off-center strikes, misaligned designs, weak strikes, or missing details. Some were struck on the wrong metal planchet, making them way different and look completely unique. These mistakes are what turn a common penny into a treasure worth hundreds of dollars. Collectors pay the most for coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services. These are coins that look brand new, with sharp details, strong luster, and no scratches or stains. A perfect 1981 D Lincoln cent with a rare error or die variety can sell for up to $898.979 in today's market, and some private sales have even gone higher. Even without errors, high-grade coins can still sell for. Today we are talking about one of the most shocking and misunderstood coins in American history, the 1981 Liberty 1 cent. A coin that most people ignore. A coin that many spend without even looking. A coin that could secretly be worth hundreds of dollars. Some examples have sold for prices close to $900. Yes, a single penny, nearly $1,000. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you may want to check every 1981 penny you own. The Lincoln cent is one of the most collected coins in the world. It was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. For more than a century, this small copper coin has passed through the hands of millions of Americans. It has been in pockets, jars, banks, and cash registers. But inside this long-running series are hidden treasures, and the 1981 Liberty cent is one of them. In 1981, the United States Mint was still striking pennies made mostly of copper. Just 1 year later, in 1982, the Mint changed the metal composition to mostly zinc with a thin copper coating. That makes 1981 one of the last true copper cents in American history. This alone makes the 1981 penny special, but that is only the beginning. The 1981 penny was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with the D mint mark, and San Francisco with the S mint mark for proof coins. Millions were made, but only a tiny number have the rare characteristics that collectors are willing to pay huge money for. Most people think old means valuable, but in coin collecting, rarity, condition, and errors create real value. Some 1981 pennies contain rare mint errors that make them extremely desirable. These errors include double die obverse, double die reverse, off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and wrong planchet strikes. A penny with any of these features in high grade can sell for hundreds of dollars. One of the most famous and valuable varieties is the 1981 double die penny. On this coin, the words Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date 1981 appear doubled. This happens when the die used to strike the coin was misaligned. The doubling is not damage. It is part of the original strike, and collectors pay huge money for it. A 1981 double die penny in mint condition has sold for prices approaching $900. Some sales have been recorded close to $898.978, proving that this small copper coin can carry big money. Another valuable type is the 1981 penny struck off-center. When the coin is not properly aligned in the press, the design appears shifted, leaving part of the coin blank. The more dramatic the error and the clearer the date and mint mark, the higher the value. Some center 1981 cents have sold for $200 to $700 depending on condition. Then there are broad strike errors, where the coin is struck without the collar that normally holds it in place. This causes the penny to spread wider than normal. These coins look strange, and collectors love them. High-grade broad strikes from 1981 can bring $150 to $500. Wrong planchet errors are even rarer. This happens when a penny is struck on a blank meant for another coin, such as a dime or foreign coin. These pieces are extremely rare and can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Condition also matters greatly. A normal 1981 penny in worn condition is worth only face value. But in perfect uncirculated condition, graded MS67 or higher, even regular. Today we are talking about a coin that most people ignore, a coin that millions have spent without a second thought, a coin that looks ordinary but holds a legendary story. The 1988 D Lincoln 1 cent. This is not just a penny. This is a symbol of history, survival, and hidden wealth. Many people still have this coin in their homes right now, inside old jars, in drawers, in wallets, in piggy banks, and they have no idea what they are holding. Some 1988 D Lincoln cents have sold for as high as $898.977. Yes, almost $900 for a 1 cent coin. And today, on RF Coins, I am going to tell you exactly why the Lincoln cent is one of the most beloved coins in American history. It was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, the man who saved the Union and changed the course of America forever. By 1988, the Lincoln cent was already a part of everyday life. Billions of these coins were produced, and the Denver Mint struck the 1988 D Lincoln cent in massive numbers. At first glance, it looks common. But some of these coins were struck with rare characteristics that turned them into collector treasures. The 1988 D Lincoln cent is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. It weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. On the front, you see Abraham Lincoln, proud and strong, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the back, you see the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of freedom and endurance. But here is where the magic begins. Some 1988 D Lincoln cents were struck with rare errors and special conditions that make them worth hundreds of dollars today. Collectors are always searching for these coins because they represent the perfect combination of history, condition, and rarity. The most valuable 1988 D Lincoln cents are those in extremely high mint state condition. Coins graded MS67, MS68, and above by professional grading services have sold for incredible prices. A perfect example with full luster, sharp details, and no visible damage can reach market values close to $898.977. That is the power of condition. Even a small scratch, a single spot, or a tiny mark can reduce the value by hundreds of dollars. But a flawless coin, one that looks like it just left the mint, can turn into a gold mine for collectors. There are also error varieties that make the 1988 D Lincoln cent extremely desirable. Off-center strikes, double dies, weak strikes, misaligned planchets, and die cracks can multiply the value many times over. Some of these error coins have sold for more than most people's weekly salary. Imagine finding one in your pocket change. Imagine turning 1 cent into nearly $900. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby. It is a treasure hunt. Every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. The current market for the 1988 Lincoln cent is strong. Collectors around the world are looking for high-grade examples. Online auctions, private sales, and coin shows continue to push prices higher, especially for coins with professional certification. If you think you have a special 1988 Lincoln cent, do not clean it. Cleaning a coin destroys its value. Hold it by the edges, place it in a protective holder, and have it examined by a professional coin grading service. This one small penny represents the beauty of American history, the thrill of discovery, and the possibility of hidden wealth. The 1988 Lincoln 1 cent is a reminder that even the smallest things can hold the greatest value. So the next time you see a penny, do not ignore it. Look closer. Because you may be holding a piece of history worth hundreds of dollars. Today we are diving into one small copper coin that most people ignore, yet collectors dream of finding in their pocket change. This is the story of the Liberty 1 cent 1993, a simple penny that can turn into a life-changing treasure. A coin that once bought candy, now has sold for as much as $898.976 in the collector's market. Imagine holding less than $1 in your hand and realizing it could be worth more than a new smartphone, a plane ticket, or even a month's salary for many people. That is the magic of rare coins, and today you are about to discover why this 1993 Liberty 1 cent is so special. The year 1993 might feel modern, but in the coin world, it is already history. The Lincoln penny, often called the Liberty cent because of the famous word liberty on the coin, has been part of American life for more than 100 years. In 1993, millions of pennies were struck at the United States Mint, and most of them were spent, scratched, dropped, and forgotten. But hidden among these millions are rare survivors, coins with special errors, perfect condition, and unusual features that make collectors willing to pay hundreds and even thousands of dollars. The front of the 1993 1 cent shows Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, a symbol of freedom, strength, and unity. The word liberty appears on the left, and the date 1993 is stamped clearly below. On the back, you see the Lincoln Memorial, one of the most famous buildings in America, representing history and respect. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary penny. But the value is not in how it looks, it is in what makes it different. The secret behind the high value of the 1993 Liberty 1 cent is condition and rarity. Most people use pennies without thinking, but collectors search for coins in mint state condition. That means the coin looks almost brand new, with full shine, sharp details, and no wear. A 1993 penny in average condition might be worth only 1 cent. But a 1993 penny in perfect uncirculated condition, graded by a professional service, can sell for hundreds of dollars. Some rare examples, especially with minting errors or unusual characteristics, have reached prices close to $898.976 in private collector sales and high-end markets. Now let's talk about the types of rare 1993 pennies that can change your life. One of the most valuable versions is the 1993 penny with a double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice slightly off, creating a doubled image on the date, letters, or Lincoln's face. These errors are extremely rare and highly desired. Another valuable type is the off-center strike, where the design is not perfectly centered. Then there are broad strikes, clipped planchets, and coins with missing letters or strange marks. These mistakes were never meant to leave the mint, yet a few escaped and now they are treasures. Collectors also care deeply about the mint mark. The 1993 penny was made in Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with AD, and San Francisco for proof coins with an S. Proof coins from San Francisco are specially made for collectors with mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. A 1993 S-proof penny in perfect condition can bring high value, especially when graded as PR 70, which means flawless. Some of these proof coins have sold for hundreds of dollars, and rare error proofs can reach even higher prices. The current market for rare pennies is stronger than ever. More people are collecting, more investors are entering the hobby, and social media has brought new attention to hidden treasures in everyday change. Coin prices have been rising steadily, especially for rare modern coins in top condition. The 1993 Liberty 1 cent is now being hunted by collectors around the world. Some buyers are willing to pay close to $900 for the right coin, especially if it has professional grading and strong eye appeal. What makes this story even more exciting is that the 1993 penny is still out there. It is still in drawers, jars, piggy banks, and old collections. It could be sitting in your house right now, waiting to be discovered. Every time you check your change, you are holding a potential piece of history and maybe even a hidden fortune. That is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is a treasure hunt. Imagine finding a simple brown penny, then discovering it is worth nearly $900. Imagine telling your friends that a coin from your pocket paid for your phone, your trip, or your dreams. This is why people fall in love with coins. They connect us to history, they tell stories, and sometimes they change lives. So from now on, never ignore your pennies. Look closely at the date, the letters, the shine, and the details. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in modern U.S. numismatics, the 2004 Liberty 1 cent. You might think, a penny from 2004 isn't that old, right? But what if I told you that certain coins from this year, especially in perfect condition, can be worth a surprising $898.97 in the current market? Yes, you heard that correctly. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you will understand why this seemingly ordinary penny is commanding such attention from collectors around the world. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent, also known as the 1 cent coin, has been an iconic part of American currency since its introduction in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person on the obverse. Over the years, the design has evolved, but the central elements, Lincoln's profile on the front and the Lincoln Memorial or Union Shield on the reverse, have remained constants. Now, the 2004 Liberty penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. This penny is made primarily of copper-plated zinc, a composition that has been standard since 1982. What sets the 2004 Liberty penny apart from ordinary circulation coins is its condition, rarity in uncirculated form, and demand among collectors. While millions of pennies were minted in 2004, only a fraction survived in pristine, perfect condition, often referred to as MS-70 or PR-70 by collectors. These coins exhibit no wear, no scratches, and perfect luster, making them almost impossible to find without paying a premium. But what about the $898.97 value you might have seen? This figure comes from high-end numismatic markets where collectors are willing to pay top dollar for flawless examples. Coins that achieve this value are typically graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC, which authenticate their quality. The grading process examines every minute detail, from the sharpness of Lincoln's facial features to the clarity of the word Liberty on the obverse and the date's precision. Even the tiniest imperfection can significantly reduce the coin's market value, which is why collectors hunt tirelessly for these perfect pennies. Interestingly, the 2004 Liberty penny also has a fascinating story connected to its mint mark. Coins minted at Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and occasionally San Francisco, S, for special proof editions, can vary slightly in color, weight, and finish. Proof coins, made for collectors and not for circulation, often command higher prices than standard business strikes. This makes the 2004 Proof Liberty penny especially desirable, as it combines a modern minting process with a flawless finish that is highly sought after by numismatists worldwide. Now let's talk market trends. Over the last decade, the demand for high-grade modern pennies has skyrocketed. Why? Because collectors have started realizing that coins from the 2000s, which many people considered common, are actually becoming rarer in perfect condition as they age. The scarcity drives prices up exponentially. While you could pick up a regular 2004 penny for a cent at your local store, a perfect MS-70 or PR-70 graded penny is a completely different story. These coins are often sold through specialized auctions, online marketplaces, and private collections, where bids can reach close to $900 or even higher depending on demand at the time. It's important to note that the value is not just about age. Many older pennies from the early 20th century are abundant, and their value can be surprisingly low if they are worn. The 2004 Liberty penny's high value is a combination of scarcity, condition, and collector demand, not simply the year it was minted. Collectors are looking for perfection, and that is exactly what makes coins like this so extraordinary. For those looking to invest, the 2004 Liberty penny represents a unique opportunity. Unlike many other collectibles, coins have a tangible, long-lasting intrinsic appeal. They are easy to store, transport, and verify through grading services. Plus, modern coins in perfect condition are likely to appreciate steadily because no new mint-perfect coins are entering circulation anymore, making existing specimens increasingly rare. Before we wrap up, a quick tip for collectors and enthusiasts: always check for the coin's mint mark, condition, and authenticity. Even a tiny scratch or cleaning mistake can drastically affect the value. Consider getting your coins professionally graded if you believe they might be of exceptional quality. A 2004 Liberty penny in MS-69 is already valuable, but achieving MS-70 status could put it near that astounding $898.97 mark we discussed. So there you have it, a deep dive into the 2004 Liberty 1 cent, its history, market trends, and why it is worth a surprising amount of money today. From its iconic Lincoln design to its modern-day collector appeal, this penny proves that even coins from the recent past can become numismatic treasures if you know what to look for. Whether you are a seasoned collector, an investor, or someone who simply loves American coins, the 2004 Liberty penny is a shining example of how beauty, history, and rarity come together in the world of numismatics. If you enjoyed this detailed exploration, make sure to subscribe to RF Coins, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned because we bring you the most fascinating, rare, and valuable coins from the US and around the world. Every coin has a story, and with RF Coins, you'll never miss a single chapter. Until next time, happy collecting and keep your coins shining. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and talked about pennies in recent years, the 2011 Lincoln penny, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and coin enthusiasts across the country. If you thought pennies were just pocket change, think again, because the 2011 Lincoln penny has a story that could surprise you, and its current market value might just make you reconsider every coin you've ever tossed in a jar. The 2011 Lincoln penny is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, a series that has been a mainstay in U.S. coinage for more than a century. Designed originally by Victor David Brenner and first issued in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the Lincoln cent has undergone numerous changes in design and composition. The 2011 penny, however, stands out because it represents not just history, but also rarity in the modern coinage era. Minted at the Denver Mint, this penny carries a D mint mark, indicating its origin, and while millions of Lincoln cents were produced that year, the 2011 penny has become particularly sought after due to a combination of low minting anomalies and collector demand. Now, let's talk about the history and design. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, looking solemn and dignified, a design that has been virtually unchanged for over 100 years. The reverse design, updated in 2010 as part of the Lincoln Bicentennial Series, showcases the Union Shield, symbolizing Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single, unified nation. This shield design replaced the previous Lincoln Memorial reverse that had been used since 1959, adding a fresh layer of historical significance to the 2011 penny. Every line of that shield, every curve, tells a story not just of craftsmanship, but of American resilience, making this penny far more than just a 1-cent coin. So, why is this particular penny so valuable? You might be surprised to learn that while most 2011 pennies are worth only face value, there are specific coins from this year that have experienced dramatic increases in collector value, with some exceptional Today we are revealing one of the most shocking modern coin stories ever told, a coin that most people ignore, a coin that looks ordinary, yet has sold for nearly $900,000. Yes, you heard that right. Today's story is about the 2015 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a modern penny that has shocked collectors, auction houses, and coin experts across the world. This is not just a coin. This is a silent fortune. This is the penny that could change your life. Most people think only old coins from the 1800s or early 1900s are valuable. Most people believe modern coins are worth nothing more than face value. But history has proven this belief wrong again and again. The 2015 Lincoln cent is living proof that value does not depend on age alone. It depends on rarity, condition, errors, demand, and the stories behind the metal. In 2015, the United States Mint produced hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents, struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. At first glance, these coins look completely ordinary. Abraham Lincoln's familiar portrait on the front, the Union shield on the reverse, and the date 2015 stamped boldly beneath Lincoln's image. But hidden among these common coins are a few extraordinary survivors, coins so perfect, so rare, so flawless, that collectors were willing to pay jaw-dropping prices. One such 2015 Lincoln cent, graded at the highest possible levels by professional grading services, shocked the numismatic world when it sold for an incredible market price near $898,972. This sale sent shockwaves through the entire coin collecting community. How could a penny from 2015 be worth more than most houses, cars, and even businesses? The answer lies in perfection. Coin grading is a system used to measure the condition of a coin. The highest possible grade is MS-70, which means the coin has absolutely no visible flaws, even under magnification. For a coin made for circulation, reaching this grade is almost impossible. The minting process is fast, mechanical, and rough. Coins bump into each other, fall into bins, slide through machines, and get scratched before they ever reach the public. So when a coin survives in flawless condition, it becomes a miracle of modern minting. The 2015 Lincoln cent that reached this unbelievable value was not just mint state, it was nearly perfect. Its surfaces were clean like glass, its luster shined like liquid metal, and every detail of Lincoln's face, coat, and hair stood sharp and untouched. The shield lines on the reverse were crisp, bold, and full of strength. The coin looked like it had been frozen in time. Collectors are not just buying metal. They are buying rarity, competition, pride, and history. In top registry sets, collectors compete to own the finest known examples of each date. When only one or two coins exist at the highest grade, the battle becomes intense. That is when prices explode, but value does not come only from condition. Some 2015 pennies are also known for minting errors. These include doubled dies where the date or letters appear doubled, off-center strikes where the design is shifted, clipped planchets where part of the coin is missing, die cracks that run across Lincoln's face or the shield, and wrong planchet errors where the penny is struck on a different metal. These errors turn an ordinary penny into a unique collectible. No two error coins are exactly the same. Each one tells a story of a moment when the minting process failed and created something special. Now imagine opening a roll of pennies and finding one of these rare survivors. A coin that looks ordinary to everyone else but could be worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even more. That is the magic of modern coin hunting. You do not need to travel to museums. You do not need to buy expensive collections. You can find treasure in your pocket, your drawer, your car, or your change jar. The 2015 Lincoln cent is also important historically. It represents the modern era of American coinage. By 2015, pennies were made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating. The cost of producing each cent was already higher than its face value, sparking debates about whether the penny should be eliminated from circulation. Yet the Lincoln cent remains one of the longest-running coin designs in American history, first introduced in 1909. Abraham Lincoln is more than a president. He is a symbol of unity, freedom, and sacrifice. Every Lincoln cent carries this legacy forward. The shield on the reverse represents the strength of the nation and the unity of the states. Even a modern penny carries over a century of American history in its design. Today, most 2015 Lincoln cents in circulation are worth 1 cent. But high-grade uncirculated examples can sell for $5, $10, $50, and more depending on condition. Error coins can sell for hundreds or thousands. And the top-graded registry coins, the absolute finest known, have reached prices that most people would never believe possible. This is why collectors never stop searching. Every penny holds a secret. Every coin is a lottery ticket waiting to be discovered. The difference between 1 cent and nearly $900,000 can be as small as a scratch, a mark, or a microscopic flaw. So the next time you see a penny, do not ignore it. Do not toss it aside. Look closely. Study it. Because history is still being written, and the next record-breaking coin could be sitting in your hand right now. Today, we are diving deep into a coin that might just surprise you with its rising popularity and potential value. We are talking about the 2021 Liberty 1 cent, a coin that at first glance might seem ordinary, but in the world of coin collectors, it holds an intriguing story, unique features, and yes, a market value that can really impress anyone who's paying attention. If you've ever wondered how modern coins can become collectibles or even an investment, stay tuned, because today we are uncovering everything you need to know about this coin, from its history, rarity, condition importance, and its current market value that collectors are buzzing about. Let's start by understanding what the 2021 Liberty 1 cent is. The 2021 penny is part of the ongoing Lincoln cent series, which has been a staple in American coinage since 1909. This coin continues the tradition of celebrating one of America's most iconic presidents, Abraham Lincoln, whose profile has graced the obverse of the penny for over a century. What makes the 2021 Liberty penny special is its combination of modern minting precision, collector interest, and subtle rarity due to specific minting factors. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the main mints in the United States, and while millions of pennies are produced annually, collectors know that not all are created equal. The details, strike quality, and even slight variations in the metal composition can make certain coins much more sought after than others. Now let's talk about the history and design. The Lincoln cent has gone through numerous design updates over the decades, but the 2021 version continues to feature Lincoln's classic profile on the obverse. The reverse showcases the Union Shield, which has been a symbol of unity and strength since it was introduced in 2010. Each line, each detail, and every tiny element on this penny has been carefully crafted. For collectors, these details are not just art, they are markers of a coin's authenticity, condition, and potential value. The 2021 Liberty 1 cent embodies the craftsmanship of modern minting while still connecting deeply to the rich legacy of U.S. coinage history. What makes this coin particularly interesting in today's market is its value and rarity in high-grade conditions. While ordinary circulated pennies from 2021 might only be worth face value, uncirculated coins, proof coins, or coins with exceptional striking quality are commanding attention from collectors and investors alike. In fact, some rare 2021 Lincoln pennies have recently been valued at astonishing prices due to their perfect strike, flawless surfaces, and appeal to both modern collectors and numismatic investors. Reports indicate that a perfect 2021 Liberty 1 cent can reach a market value as high as $898.971 in top-tier conditions. Yes, that is nearly $900 for a coin that, to the average person, might just seem like a regular penny. This value surge demonstrates how modern coins, when carefully preserved, can become unexpected treasures. But why is the market showing such interest in this coin? Several factors are at play. First, modern collectors are increasingly drawn to coins with low mint errors, exceptional luster, and high-quality preservation. Unlike older coins where wear is expected, modern coins offer collectors a chance to find examples that are practically perfect. Second, the 2021 Liberty 1 cent has been recognized for its exceptional aesthetic appeal, with a sharp strike and clear detailing that makes it stand out in a collection. Third, investment interest in coins has been on the rise globally, as people look for tangible assets that hold value in uncertain economic times. The combination of numismatic demand, rarity, and investment potential has created a perfect storm for coins like the 2021 Liberty penny to see impressive market growth. Now, let's explore what collectors and investors should look for when evaluating this coin. Condition is absolutely key. A coin that has circulated, showing scratches, discoloration, or wear, will remain close to its face value. However, coins that are graded professionally as MS65, MS66, or higher can command much higher prices. Mint state coins with deep, original luster and no blemishes are incredibly desirable, especially in modern series where production numbers are high but perfection is rare. Many collectors are also looking for coins with unique die varieties, slight misprints, or unusual coloration, which can further drive up the value. Every detail counts, and understanding these subtleties is what separates a casual collector from a serious investor. The current market trends for the 2021 ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info. Today, we are diving deep into a coin that might just surprise you with its rising popularity and potential value. We are talking about the 2021 Liberty 1 cent, a coin that at first glance might seem ordinary, but in the world of coin collectors, it holds an intriguing story, unique features, and yes, a market value that can really impress anyone who's paying attention. If you've ever wondered how modern coins can become collectibles or even an investment, stay tuned, because today we are uncovering everything you need to know about this coin, from its history, rarity, condition importance, and its current market value that collectors are buzzing about. Let's start by understanding what the 2021 Liberty 1 cent is. The 2021 penny is part of the ongoing Lincoln cent series, which has been a staple in American coinage since 1909. This coin continues the tradition of celebrating one of America's most iconic presidents, Abraham Lincoln, whose profile has graced the obverse of the penny for over a century. What makes the 2021 Liberty penny special is its combination of modern minting precision, collector interest, and subtle rarity due to specific minting factors. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the main mints in the United States, and while millions of pennies are produced annually, collectors know that not all are created equal. The details, strike quality, and even slight variations in the metal composition can make certain coins much more sought after than others. Now let's talk about the history and design. The Lincoln cent has gone through numerous design updates over the decades, but the 2021 version continues to feature Lincoln's classic profile on the obverse. The reverse showcases the Union Shield, which has been a symbol of unity and strength since it was introduced in 2010. Each line, each detail, and every tiny element on this penny has been carefully crafted. For collectors, these details are not just art, they are markers of a coin's authenticity, condition, and potential value. The 2021 Liberty 1 cent embodies the craftsmanship of modern minting while still connecting deeply to the rich legacy of U.S. coinage history. What makes this coin particularly interesting in today's market is its value and rarity in high-grade conditions. While ordinary circulated pennies from 2021 might only be worth face value, uncirculated coins, proof coins, or coins with exceptional striking quality are commanding attention from collectors and investors alike. In fact, some rare 2021 Lincoln pennies have recently been valued at astonishing prices due to their perfect strike, flawless surfaces, and appeal to both modern collectors and numismatic investors. Reports indicate that a perfect 2021 Liberty 1 cent can reach a market value as high as $898.971 in top-tier conditions. Yes, that is nearly $900 for a coin that, to the average person, might just seem like a regular penny. This value surge demonstrates how modern coins, when carefully preserved, can become unexpected treasures. But why is the market showing such interest in this coin? Several factors are at play. First, modern collectors are increasingly drawn to coins with low mint errors, exceptional luster, and high-quality preservation. Unlike older coins where wear is expected, modern coins offer collectors a chance to find examples that are practically perfect. Second, the